What's up, everybody? I'm so excited to see y'all faces. Well, through the chat at least. Y'all, welcome to Planning Together, where every week I invite a friend on to share with us how they are organizing their life and their heart, y'all. And if you don't know, my name is Darian. Hello. And y'all, my guest tonight, I'm so excited to share her. Her name is Hannah, and she's from Hand Plan. If you don't know her, you should. And she is a Vegas resident who parties are usually in her pajamas at home. She is a nursing student. She's a mom of 5, y'all. She's a health coach turned nonprofit coordinator, turned graphic designer, turned magazine editor, turned nursing student. Y'all, she's amazing. And she is the face behind Hand Plan and the Hand Plan sticker shop, which is amazing. So y'all give it up, light up those comments, and welcome Hannah to Planning Together.
What? I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for joining me, Hannah.
I am so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. How are you doing? Let's just start with that. How are you doing tonight?
Doing well.
Is it the afternoon there?
It's, for you, yes, it would be considered afternoon. For me, it's 5 o'clock. It's wrapping up the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Hannah, I just want to dive right in. Listen, someone already said her kids are the bomb.
Aww.
Yes. We are totally going to talk about Hannah stickers. Hannah, how did you get involved in the planner community?
I honestly don't know. I know. You should have told me that you were going to ask. How did I do this? I mean, I'd been on Instagram for a while. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that there was a planner community. I don't know. I think I just came across someone's stuff and I thought I could do that. I already work in a planner. So that's probably how. I don't know.
And so what was your first planner? Not I guess fancy planner, but what was your first planner like in general?
I actually started off kind of fancy. So my dad was a big Franklin planner fan. Ooh. And they're kind of pricey, I think they're kind of in the range of all these. And so I wanted it. And I was probably 8 and he bought me one for Christmas. And so I got a leather ring and the inserts. And so I was everyone else had their school planner and I had my leather. Always.
I would want to be friends with you. I'd be I need to be friends with her. She has that cool planner.
Or else they're she's a nerd. One of the two. So yeah, I had that, and then my dad worked at a university and he would take me and we'd pick out the inserts every year. And they didn't have very exciting stuff. I remember when their first florals came out and I got the floral inserts, and then they started getting a little bit more trendy when I was in high school. But yeah, I used Franklin Covey until until Erin Condren started. And then I switched to Erin Condren 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So what planners are you using currently?
I am using mostly just Moxie Life. That would be my main planner. Mm-hmm. And then I've been using Disbound. I think you started this.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's you. Because of you, and then Katie started because of you. And then both of you made me do it. So I use this for notes mostly, daily checklists. And I don't do that every day. Just on really crazy days, I'll pull out this and list what I need to do. But mostly I'm just in my Moxie Life. So, I mean, I have a stack of 8 planners, but that's all I really use. I play with lots of things.
You played with planners. Okay, yeah. I get that. I feel a lot of us, y'all let us know in the comments, how many of you guys actually use the planners, or do you play with some planners?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me know, how many planners do y'all actually use though? Because some of y'all have 4 or 3, and I'm just how?
Well, I mean, people who are using 8, I'm your whole day is planners. You're planning your planners to plan more planner stuff. I can't do that. So yeah, I was I'll have one for my family, and then I'll have another one for my content, and then I'll have another one for my design shop. But then I forget to look at this one, and I forget I forget this appointment that was in this one, or this to do that was in this one. So I really have to have a central location for everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I get that. So how are you using like your Moxie Life now?
my Moxie Life is, well, everything. Like I
Okay.
use it for planning and depending on what I need. So that notes and reflections page, which I know I probably should use for reflections, which is why I'm super excited about doing like a Franken planner thing, because I will have a place for a
Wait, so
like
you're
reflection.
wait, you're gonna Frankenplan it?
Well, I think so. Don't like my plans change weekly.
I'm so
So
not the only one who's like that. Like who I feel like oh, I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna try this. Like I feel like I change all the time.
well, and then someone posts this beautiful plan. I'm like I could do that. I'm like constantly. Anyway, but the notes and reflection page for me is whatever I need that week. Sometimes it's what stickers have been ordered that I need to still cut, or a lot of times it's meal planning, or what I want to order from Cloth and Paper. Like, it's really like whatever. It's like a notes page for me. So I use it for everything, all of that stuff.
Okay.
Everything is in this planner. So yeah.
I love it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah. Hannah, we got okay, so people are saying, okay, Planning It Simple says she uses 4 planners here. Tell me how you use each one of these planners. I want to know. I'm just curious. Nicole from Sewn What the Plan says use a Moxie Life, play with lots this summer. Alex said I use religiously too, but play with like 6-ish. That's
yes.
Tammy said I don't use multiple planners for day-to-day stuff, but I have a couple extra more for like projects and like budgeting. Ooh.
I had because of, what?
Do you budget like digitally or like in a planner? But I also know you don't like budgeting.
Do I budget?
Yeah, but let me rewind. Do you budget?
So because of Tammy, I wanted to do a budget planner. So I bought one at the beginning of the year and I have not filled out a page. I mean, not at the beginning, it was like July when she started that. No, I haven't done a page.
Okay.
I thought about it a lot of times. My husband would love it. He's an accountant, but you start talking money and my eyes glaze over. Like I hate it.
We're in good company. You're in good company because I'm still working on it. So yeah, I'm still working on it. Taylor said I'm currently using 4 planners all the time, but they each have a purpose. This is her trying to desperately explain.
I know. You got to make them a necessity.
Okay, Hannah, a lot of people had sent in questions, and the big question that I kept getting was, how do you do it all? Because you're a wife, you have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 beautiful children, and you're in nursing school, and you have your own sticker shop. How you do it, girl?
So I saw in your title that you had the word balance. And I have to say, that's one of my like pet peeve words.
Perfect.
I'm like, did she put our title as balance? I don't like that word. So mainly because I don't believe in balance. I don't think that there is such a thing as balance. I think it's something to strive for that you're never going to reach. And so I have priorities. And when I have a test that week, my family might be bumped. They're normally number 1, but they might be bumped down. And then it becomes a priority. I can't balance it that week. And sometimes my kids are going through a really hard time and my school has to become second. I can't balance it. I can't. So when I think of balance, I think of, those things where they're equal importance. And it's never that way for me. Sometimes I have, my work is in dire need of me at that moment. And the other things have to be dropped way down and my husband will take over, so I just don't believe in balance. I don't think it's something that will ever happen. Like you're never going to have a work-life balance or a family school balance. It just doesn't happen.
Oh, so what you're saying is balance is really not balance at all.
Yeah. To be balanced, you probably will not. I mean, something's always going to give whenever you have something important. So if I am studying for a test, my house is probably not going to be as clean as I like it. And my kids probably have to focus more on dad. And yeah, anyway, so I don't balance it all. I have a support system who helps me when things are out of balance.
I love that. And I love that you went back to your support system, because I feel like we don't talk enough about like the fact of our support system, especially when we get on Instagram and we just see the stuff that everyone's doing, but not always seeing like, hey, they got help.
Yeah, and I definitely do. So I don't know if I mean, I think you can do anything that you want to do. I really do. I think that, I mean, going back to school with 5 kids is not ideal. I would not say that it's like the easiest thing. And other people who can focus totally on school because they have no other little people that have needs.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the ideal time. Like, do it then if you can. But I also don't believe to limit yourself. Like, if you want to do it, do it. And what's important to you, you'll make work. So it's important to me.
Yes. Okay. Let's rewind, because now I'm just curious. What made you go back to school?
I have always wanted to be a nurse since I was like 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my original degree in health science. And then, you know, kind of through different circumstances that popped up, I became a graphic designer through that. And then I just always kind of regretted not finishing nursing school. I did get a bachelor's in health science, but I just always had that desire in me and decided to do it.
Oh, I love that so much. Okay. And so let me turn that off. Okay. Okay. So what would you say to someone who necessarily is like, Hannah, like, I want to go back to school, but I have all these things going on. Like, kind of what encouragement would you give them? You know, because it's not like you said, how many kids did you have when you went back to school?
I had 5 when I went back.
I thought you had, I didn't know you had 5 then. So like.
Well, I got my first bachelor's when I had no kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, when I went back this time, I've gone back twice, but one time it didn't work. And then, but this time I had 5 kids. So I would say don't give up. It's really easy to just feel overwhelmed and to say that was too hard, but just keep chugging along, even if you only can do 1 class at a time. I took 2 classes at a time to get through, but I had friends who just did 1 class at a time, and you'll get there eventually. So there's one lady in our program who's like 50 and she's doing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. It's so amazing to me that she didn't give up, you know, just do it. I mean, you can do it it depends on how much of a desire you have, because nursing school is not easy, but any school, as long as it's a priority, you'll make it work.
Okay, that's encouraging. Okay. Like, what? Okay. Absolutely not. Okay. So with that being a priority, how do you, because you said even like back to balance, like sometimes like this is way more and this is way more. How do you know, I guess, kind of like, okay, this is when this needs to get, this isn't like, kind of like, what's your thought process when you're distinguishing each week? Like, okay, this is my priority right here, and this isn't my priority, and all the things.
Yeah. Well, I always try to put my family first. So if I can, they're always number 1. So I try to have at least a connection with, you know, a couple kids every day. Like, I know that sounds like it's not very much, but my kids are pretty independent, you know, like, so I try to connect with my kids at least once a day, and where we're actually like talking and finding out about the day. But on days it's like tests, or if I have a Moxie Life release or something like that, then I just tell my husband that, you know, I have it scheduled in my planner. I tell him a week in advance, I have a test next week. Don't count on me for dinner. And so he makes dinner that week and puts the kids to bed. Yeah. So I really have an amazing husband who's super supportive, and I will say that's helpful. It's really helpful.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, listen, y'all are blowing up the comments, so I feel like I need to like see you. Everyone's agreeing with you. Like, yes, Shannon said yes to you and what you're saying. Jennifer said balance is a myth. Ebb and flow is where it's at. Oh, I just like that. Ebb and flow. Okay. Bashaka said to me, balance is 8 to 5 is work first, and after 5, nothing but family. I never let my meetings go over 5 and before 8. I like, yes, self-discipline.
Yeah.
Y'all. Oh, okay. We have, yep, going back to school with kiddos is not easy, but when you look back at it, you're even more proud because you're able to get through it with family.
Yep.
Love that. Okay. Hannah, I have another question for you. What made you start a sticker shop? How did you think about starting a sticker shop?
I'm kind of, I don't know. There's a lot, I wasn't ever planning on it. That was kind of, this is where, like, is it live? Can we edit that out? I was making stickers for myself. I just wanted certain things. The hexagon that was in the Erin Condren corner, I hated it because it didn't match anything that I was doing. And so, no, I didn't see any sticker shops that covered it at the time. Now there became several after that. So I just started making my own stickers so it would all match, and people asked me to. So it took me a while. I had a break in school and I can't ever like take downtime. I don't have that personality. So it was like Christmas break, I think. And I'm like, I have 10 days off. I can start a sticker shop.
I love how you're just like, okay, I can make time for that right now. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I love how you said there was like you were wanting something in your stickers. And so like when you're creating your stickers, kind of like what are your must-haves when you were like, I'm going to make a sticker, like these are the things that I need in my stickers, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, washi is, for me, I always design for what I would want. So I don't necessarily, I mean, I think about other people, obviously. It's not, but I think about what would I use? What do I use? And I think I'll design better if I design something that I like and that I use. So washi is like my main thing in my planner. So I made sure that my washi is super cute. That's like one of the main things for me.
Washi strips.
And then I added handwriting because that's what people ask for. So everything.
How did you do that? Like, how did you get your handwriting on a sticker?
I write on my iPad and then just put it into my design software and outline it. And yeah. I
forgot you're a graphic designer too.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, now that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So those are probably the two main things. I wanted to make sure that I had a handwriting in it because that's kind of what I based my whole shop on. That's what I started doing. And I want my kits to not have a font that someone else could use. So.
Listen, yes, your handwriting is magical.
Oh, thank you.
And then said, yeah, Kim, your handwriting is fabulous, Steph. Kim said, let's just talk about the handwriting. Yes. How did you even develop your handwriting? Was this something that you just grew up and that was your natural handwriting, or was it something that you just...
No, I was... Show us the handwriting. What do you mean?
If you have your planner, I mean, I can show you the handwriting on the stickers. But if you have your planner, I think the world needs to see your handwriting.
So I started practicing handwriting when I was little. I would print off fonts and trace them. And probably I started when I was probably 10. And then I would like the A from over there. So then I would add the A into or I'd like I would see someone else write their G's really funky. And I'm like, I like that. And so I would add it into my handwriting. I don't know. So that's why it's such a hodgepodge, I think, because I just kind of added all these things from other people, and then I would practice. And I think Saray said that she just writes during TV. That's me. I do it for, like, it's very soothing for me. So I have a notebook that's just me doodling words. Like I just write words over and over. And yeah, I don't know. It just developed of me liking other people's stuff. So.
Oh, yes. Okay, so can we see first off, can we pause and just admire your planner for a second? Because I just love going back. Okay, this might sound a little bit creepish, but I love just going back to your Instagram feed and I just like looking at your like photos. And it's like, that's so cool how she did that. That's so cool how she did that. Her handwriting, like just your use of washi. Your washi game is on it, and like your handwriting, I'm amazed. So I was like,
that's nice. I have one. I don't know. I'm trying to see. I don't know what would show, but like this is my handwriting for those of you who haven't seen it before. Other way. Is that even showing?
Yeah, it's showing perfectly. I'm
So,
trying to see if
this washi, by the way, is from no, I don't know. I can't shout it out because I can't think of what it is, but it's like my favorite washi. I love that. Yes. So this is all my handwriting. I wrote everything on there.
I love your stickers. I know I say that all the time, but it's true.
Well, I appreciate
Yes, Tammy said so. We only need to practice for like 20 years to get your handwriting. Yes. Kat says, I want to see your school notes. Like, do you write like that in your school notes too? I'm curious.
Yes, but I take notes on, I'm a paperless student, which is kind of crazy. I take notes on my iPad. So
I didn't know that. What?
yeah, I mean, I write. I have a pen and I write, but it's mainly, I don't know why I do that. I just enjoy that too. So.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. We're all creeping on her page. So glad I'm not the only one. Shannon asked a question. What do you not do, Hannah?
A lot. The only things I do, you know. So if you're not seeing it, I don't do fashion. I don't do food. Like, I actually can cook okay, but I don't know. There's a lot. There's, think the whole many gamut of things.
Okay. So this was a question that came in from Allie, who's actually in the comments. She says, what tips from your paper crafting days do you use in your creative planning? But before you answer that, can you talk about your paper crafting days? Because I don't think a lot of people know this.
Yeah, so I worked for a magazine called Cards for 10 years. I started off as the graphic designer, and that was kind of like my first big job in graphic design after my nonprofit that I ran. And then they made me the editor. So I became the editor of the magazine. And it was the cutest. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. If I say so myself.
I mean, you have to have copies.
Yeah, this is one. And they were like cute little books. They're a lot nicer quality than normal magazines. They're really good paper. So a lot of people keep them like books. They were also like, I don't know, but so, I mean, these are a little out of style because this is from 2012, but they're just, I didn't make these. These are like submissions. I think that I take a lot from it. Like, I don't really craft like this anymore. I used to have just stuff up the wazoo of all the stuff that I had. And it kind of burnt me out. It became a job rather than fun for me. And so I got rid of everything when we stopped the magazine. But I think color. I think because of this, I love color. And photography. I learned a lot of photography from the magazine and how to take pictures.
That makes so much sense because your photos are so good. And I'm always like, her photos are really great. Like, I think I was talking to Sierra about your photos the other day. And she was like, yeah, she takes really great photos.
Yeah. So I directed the photography staff as the editor. And so I wasn't a photographer, but there was times that I would need to take a picture, like something was blurry or something. So I learned a little bit from them, but what I'm really good at is editing. So that's what I know how to do. So my pictures are taken with an iPhone for my what's it called? Instagram?
Yeah. I'm over here like, yeah. What is it? Yeah.
Instagram. And then I just take it into Photoshop and I make the colors the right color. But yeah. But probably color. I learned to love color because of these and to not be afraid. Because in my house, I'm gray. So my paper graphs are not.
Now, like, I guess, because the one thing that I love about just looking back on your photos and your feed is that you do see color. Like whether it's from like, you know, like the confetti or the backdrops, whatever, like it's like this color and it's so happy. Like, yeah. I just love that.
I saw you use the same confetti as me. Thank you, Wild University.
Listen, you could have seen me. I was trying to like, after I used it, I was like, I got to keep this confetti.
I put it all back in the baggie too. I'm going to use it again.
It all came back in the baggie. Yeah. Lauren said you need to come out with your own font. I don't know if there's a
Well,
way.
and I actually had someone make my font a while ago, many years ago, back in my blogging days. And it just doesn't look like my handwriting once, because my handwriting is, I don't have a very uniform, like Saray, perfect for a font, or Gen Plans, because it's so uniform, and it's so neat and tidy, and mine's just not. And so every A on mine looks different, and my E's are different sizes. And so I don't know how you'd make that into a font, but I've thought about it. I
feel like if there's a will, there's a way.
Well, didn't I say that?
You said that. Didn't you say that?
I don't have a will, I guess. It's not a strong will here.
I love that. Okay, so rewind. You also said back in your blogging days.
Yeah. It's not a thing anymore, but yeah, I did blog for about 5 years, 6 years.
Okay.
And it was a lifestyle blog. It was really fun.
Okay. Okay. So my question, because I know like you're like, okay, I did this, I tried this, I tried this. How do you know when to transition? Like, how did you know when something was no longer serving you and it was time for you to move to something else?
Whenever something starts to feel hard to me, I start to think, why is it hard? Because I'm not enjoying it anymore. It's not bringing joy to me. And so it's just like it's dragging. Or is it hard because it's actually like too much for me? And or both. Like they could be both. But I used to have, back in the day when I was blogging, I also had a web design, because that's how I started in graphic design. I did web design and blog design. And so I would do that as like on the side of my blogging and magazine. And it was so easy when it started. I would do like 5 designs a day, 5 to 10 websites a day. Like I just could crack them out. And then at the end, I couldn't even get one out a day. I could not. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And why can't I do this? I know how to do it. I'm a good designer. But I could not get it out. And I thought, I just don't like it. I can't get focused on it. I don't like it anymore. It's not something I want to do. Or I felt like it was taking away from my family or taking away from something that I would prefer to be doing. So that's when I start to think, should I be doing this? It was the same with the job that I just barely quit, when I was like a personal assistant and designer for a company here. And it just became hard. It just felt hard and heavy whenever I was working. And not that I didn't like the job. I mean, I did. I liked what I did. It just, there was something that was pulling me in a different direction, and I could feel it.
I love that. And I love when you said like when you just couldn't be focused on it anymore. I think that's like something that's very practical and like something for us to be aware of, like when, okay, I'm having a hard time focusing and giving this my attention and like wanting to make time for this thing. So
yeah,
I was just really curious. I was like, I'm going to ask him that. Okay. So now I want to like talk more planner stuff. What are your planner must-haves?
I just have, a planner, whatever planner. I mean, I think that's obvious, but a planner that works for you. So
how do you know if a planner works for you or not?
If you're able to if you make it to your appointments and you get stuff done on time because of your planner. I don't know. I think as you're using it, you just can, it's not a hard thing to do. You know, it's something that it flows while you're using it. So
I like that. She said, did you just catch that? If your planner is becoming more of like a chore and something that's hard, maybe it's not working for you anymore.
Yeah. So try, I don't know. I love a vertical layout. I don't know why I did this. I thought it was a great idea. And I switched off vertical and horizontal every other week in this planner this year. So, and every time a horizontal week comes, I kind of am like I don't like it. And I never like the way they look. Like, it's rare that I like the way that they look. And I can't, I don't know. It just doesn't, it's not the way my mind works. It's not okay for me. So I'm glad that I did it in the sense that I've learned I don't horizontal plan. But that's that's kind of what I mean. Like, try different planners.
Mhm.
I've tried other horizontal planners in the past. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, because I don't know. I don't know why I did. So I still regret it. But I made it into 2 planners. You know, they switch off every other week. And I sent the other one to some person that asked for it on my stories. So I can't redo it. I can't fix it.
Oh yeah, because did you like do every other and then you like
Yeah.
oh
I gave away the other half. So, anyway, it's fine. I hope she's enjoying it. But yeah, anyway. So, and then the other things I've talked about this a lot, and I think you bought one, didn't you?
Yeah. Is it that ruler?
I know it's the simplest thing, but this ruler is so amazing.
Hannah got me on Amazon buying a ruler. I was like, and then when she was saying, when she showed me how she made her boxes, I was like, what? I need a ruler. And so I got a ruler.
Well, and then you can line, like, this 1/2-inch box, you can line up to the corner of months and make little like tabs for payday, or you can make lines with it because of, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's that special, but it is. Once you start using it, you're like, oh, I can do so much with this.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's, what was it, like $2, $2.88?
Yeah, it was like less than $3. And I was like, who knew that a ruler could be so functional?
Yeah, this is the best ruler, and it's prime too. Like, that's prime. You don't have to, you know, sometimes those cheap things you have to add into $24 or something. No,
so
prime. I ordered a second one, so I have 2 now.
Okay.
But I don't know why I can't get rid of this one, because I've used it so much that the corners kind of became rounded, and I love that.
So when you want a certain rounded corner, you go back to the old ruler. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, and then my pens. I love these pens. You use these too, don't you?
Oh, those are the best pens.
Except
ever.
you use that like honkin' one that you're only supposed to use for drawing.
What?
No, I'm kidding. You can use it for whatever you want.
Which one do I use?
The 8. Holy mackerel, that's so thick.
Is it? I thought you used the thick one. Do you not use the thick one?
No, not that one.
Which one do you use?
02 and 03.
What?
Yeah.
In my head, I heard 1 and 3 versus 01 and 03. I like reversed it in my brain.
Oh, 8. I have the 8 for when I'm like hand lettering or something and I'm making big words. But I couldn't write in my planner. It would be like 2 words. That's all you could fit in.
Oh, I didn't realize y'all seen this pen bag. This is my pen bag.
That is quite the pen bag.
It's a whole situation. But
I'm totally teasing you. Your handwriting's so cute with that. I just couldn't write with it.
I can't write with anything less than point. There's no even point. Less than 05. Like anything less than that is a no-go.
But I feel like the 02 and the 03 are like, I think the 03 is like a 0.7 pen.
Really? I feel like the 5 is a 0.7 pen.
But do you feel like they wear down and then they become thicker? Because the 5 I could use for like a day and then it's too thick for me.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe I write really hard, because the 03 gets too thick for me after a few times of use. So I use this when I'm doing calligraphy, and I use this for my writing, my 02 for the writing.
I'm going to trust you because you're the calligraphy and handwriting expert. I'm just like.
Well, I'm super heavy-handed too, so I might be making my 03 into an 05. So I don't know. But it becomes really thick. Anyway.
Okay, so someone said, I want to try horizontal, but I don't know if my brain is like that.
Well, you can do what I did.
You can try it. Or I guess my question is, why do you want to try the horizontal? If the vertical is working for you, why would you want to try the horizontal? Is it because like it's like a fear of missing out? Or you want to try it? Like, because me, Hannah, I feel like we had this conversation of like, we have our planners and it's working for us, but then we get on Instagram and we see everybody else using all these different things and it's working for them. So then we try it because we think that it's going to work for us. But
I also get bored. Like, I want to try different things. I'm like constantly. So I guess now I get every other week where I'm like, oh, what? Like, I've got to figure this out. But yeah, I like I like trying new planners. The horizontal, I'm gonna use it next year for more journaling. So that way the space doesn't feel overwhelming to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I like them both. I do like them both. I just can't ever. I'm never happy with my layout in the horizontal.
Yeah,
I never love it.
it's so. I feel like because I definitely like the sticker kits, and I just really love using them. But I feel like I can never use them in a horizontal in a way.
Yeah, someone needs to make horizontal sticker kits, but I don't.
Can someone do that? Like, can someone?
Oh, yeah, they could do like. Really
How would they do that? How would
washi.
someone do a horizontal sticker kit?
Wait, what?
How would someone do that? I'm just curious from a graphic design point of view. What would that look like?
Well, I don't know. I don't know, because that's not the way I plan. So it's really hard for me to think about. But probably like something cute to separate the box. Because do you separate your big box into two? So something to do that. Something cute to go on the side box. That main box that has no lines that I can never figure out what to do with. And I don't know. I think the horizontal is more like you can decorate more with it because there's so much space. It feels like a lot more space, doesn't it?
I feel like there's a lot more space in the horizontal. Y'all let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I definitely feel like there's so much more space in the horizontal, which is why I feel like it's interesting because some people think that to do the listers like the horizontal, but I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people use vertical for just writing lists down. But for whatever reason, I feel like I'm more productive in the horizontal because I don't have all the stickers and all the things going on. It's literally my to-do list and like cute things here and there, if that makes sense.
I'm a lister. So I remember Sierra saying that the horizontal is better for listers and the vertical is better for people, or people are drawn more to it if they think by hour. I don't use mine in any way, shape, or form for time. I don't think about, like, I don't place things based on time in my vertical, but I do it. I list things in there. Like this one, up here in this little section, this is like my schedule, anything going on that week. So, and then this is just lists, like lists. So, but I like it because I can see. Good. Oh, well, thank you. I like it because I can see everything that's for school, everything that's for home. It separates them for me. It's like an Excel spreadsheet.
I love that. Okay, so there's some thoughts. Okay, someone said I actually feel there's more free space for decorating in the vertical. Okay. Tammy says I feel like I have no space in the horizontal. I love hearing. It's just so interesting to hear how people's brains work.
It is.
Karina said, technically there's more space, but I feel like I'm limited to the way I can use the horizontal.
That's how I feel. Well, that's how I feel about the horizontal. So I can't figure out what to put in the areas that I have in it. So yeah, I don't know. And probably if I used it more, but I don't know. I just kind of copy you.
What? Or whoever. Copying you.
I think we all kind of copy.
We all copy each other. I think that's honestly, I feel like that's a cool thing. Like looking back on my planner and thinking like, oh, I remember I seen Katie tried this, so I tried this in my planner. Oh, I remember I seen Hannah do this box, so I'm going to try doing this box in my planner. And like, I don't know, it's like really cool to look back on.
Yeah, I think that's fun too.
We also have. Hannah should totally make horizontal stickers.
Yeah.
Okay, if someone does make horizontal stickers, I have a problem. Can we make the little dots that actually fit within the lines of the horizontal lines?
Are they different than the vertical lines in space-wise?
I don't know. Maybe this is just the max thing. I'm more so like, so I've been trying to use my cloth and paper stickers, and they're like, they don't fit within the lines, and it drives me insane. But most of the stickers don't fit within the lines.
Oh,
your stickers do though, because your stickers are perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. I don't care about lines. I kind of like when things are out of the lines. I think it looks cute.
Which is
my boxes. Like, I don't like when they're in the, like, I don't know. Sometimes I want it lined up. I am kind of a perfectionist, so I can see why you think it's interesting, but I also like the look of things kind of looking like your life is crazy when it is.
See, that I thought that wouldn't bother me, but when I got to the horizontal, the thing is, I was trying to do a specific spread, and it just wasn't working for me.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to be minimal, and just I'm just gonna do these stickers from cloth and paper.
I keep trying to do those minimal spreads. It's not me.
It just didn't. I was like, maybe this just isn't me. Have y'all tried to do
don't
something?
Make it be you if it isn't you.
So. It wasn't me. I think I gave up on it. I was like, I guess I'm just not a minimal planner. I tried it. It just didn't work for me.
I love the look of it, but yeah, I always am like, well, I guess I'll draw flowers or something.
Yeah, like, see, because I feel like I try minimal, like I tried it and it looks so pretty. It looks like a house is in a planner almost, like, the whole home textured neutral aesthetic.
Okay.
Wait, where are you going with this? Yes, and so, okay, wait, what are you gonna say? Oh, yes, Tammy, the Moxie Life stickers do fit the horizontal lines. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Darian, where were those markers that made the perfect circles in your line? Listen, I just discovered them. I need them to come out with 42 other more colors. They're the color. They're not in here. They're upstairs. Yes.
These are called the Clean Color Dot by Zig. I don't know. Yeah. This was a company that used to advertise, but they have like a pad on the top, and then they just do. Oh, that's not showing at all. It's like the color of my skin, my purple skin. Anyway, they just do little dots.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I love those markers. And that's
super fun.
Yeah, I just need like a million more colors of them. So they can all the other kits that I have.
Yeah. I need, what was the color that I was feeling bad about? It needs like a red. There's no red.
It has like a pink, but not a red.
But this it's kind of like a weirdo pink. Like it's like purpley. I don't know.
Yeah. A color dot people, Zigzag, is it Zigzag? What's the company?
Zig.
Can y'all give us more colors, please?
Yeah.
Can we get more colors of these?
Or maybe they have them, we just don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I would go, where did I get these? Well, I think that these might have been sent to me back in the magazine days, actually. They might be that old.
Really? I got some of them Jet Pins, but they only came in like a 12-pack.
Yeah, you can get them individually too on like Bic. Have you ever been on the Bic? Is it called Bic? Bic? I can't remember it, but there's a website. I think it's called Bic. And it's just a pen website and it's like an art supply store. They have them here. Like there's actual stores you can go into, but they sell these individually there.
Okay, wait. Like BIC?
BIC, I think. Yeah.
Okay, y'all be guys check.
Don't like take my word for it. But I think so.
I ordered them from Jet Pens and I got on and got so overwhelmed. There's like so much on that website.
Just fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all
they sell them individually there? Did you say?
Say that again?
They sell them individually on over there or just the 12?
Yeah, they sell them like on Jet Pens, they sell them individually.
Ah.
And then you can also buy them in a pack. And I also ordered like just 2 my outliners individually from there just because I was running out of them, but I didn't want to go buy a whole new pack again. And so I just ordered them individually on there. And I got my microns too.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So Bic, I need to check out Bic.
Okay, now I'm feeling like it might be Dick. I'm not joking. I'm not joking though. Like, I don't know. So
okay,
I'll find out and you can tell everyone.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yes, Kinsey. Hannah, you make me want to buy everything. How many of y'all bought that water bottle when you seen Hannah show that gallon-size water bottle? I'm curious. Because I know, like, I got the water bottle and the ruler. Like, Hannah definitely makes me.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said it. It's Blick.
Blick.
Thank goodness. Yes, someone said, is it Blick?
Blick.
Y'all are the best. Y'all are the absolute best.
Sorry. Anyway, it's something that rhymes with that.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. This is hysterical. All right. Y'all get your questions ready for Hannah. Like, this is the time to get your questions. Okay, Hannah. What has this year been teaching you? And how have you been incorporating it into your planner?
I think it's mostly taught me what to let go of. Like while I'm at home with my family, it's requiring a lot more of me for them. And so I quit my job, which was awesome. And it felt so freeing, even though I loved it. And it's nice to have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I just, learned to prioritize a little bit better and let go of things that don't need to be there and focus on things that do. I also think that I've had to learn to find joy in places that I didn't used to. I used to look for it in other places and I can't have those anymore.
Yeah.
Or not at this time. So I've looked for, the joy that I do have. And I think that we can either feel like super depressed about what's happening and all the things going around, or we can look around for the good. Because I think there's a lot more good than bad right now. And it's just so loud. The bad is so loud.
I absolutely agree. The bad is definitely loud. I have a question as well. Like, I love seeing, like, before I forget, you have this planner or journal with your daughter.
Oh, I forgot to get it. Yes, I was going to show that.
It's okay. You don't have to show, but can you talk about that? Because I remember seeing that on your Instagram feed, and I thought that was so cool. Like, how did that get started?
My daughter used to leave me notes every day on my pillow. She's really artistic, so she'd draw me pictures or leave me notes. And then I started writing back to her. And then I'm not sure if it was her idea or my idea to start it in a book, but we would write notes to each other and leave it on her pillow. And then she'd write it to me and leave it on my pillow. And we just write back and forth, not every night, but probably a few times a month. And so we have these books of letters to each other. And sometimes it's just a question or, I don't know, pictures or whatever we wanted to do that day. And it's just so cute. It's so fun. So every year I buy a new one for us and we start over. And she started when she was 5 and she's now 15. So we have like 10 of these books. I tried to do it with my boys and they're not, boys aren't quite not into it. I'm sure that there are some boys, but my boys are like, not interested in writing you.
Oh, I think that's so sweet. I was like, when I seen that, I was like, oh, I never thought about that. Like, that's just so creative and special.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's
okay. Fun. This was a question that came in, was how has your planning style changed throughout the years?
I wish I don't keep my planners. I should, but they were always very functional. And so I just didn't want to look like homework this day. I don't know. It's not something I would look back on and be like, oh, homework. So I never decorated with stickers before. I had like stickers of my family's faces. Do you know those stickers from Erin Condren?
Oh, yeah, the Erin Condren ones.
So I would like put it on their birthdays. But yeah, I never used stickers, and I used the vertical.
Okay.
When I used Franklin Covey, I did dailies, and I don't know. I think that I've become a lot more frou-frou, a lot more decorative. Obviously, like no one wants to see me just write in like 3 words on my planner. So, I mean, I think we all do a little bit more than we would if we weren't on Instagram. I mean, if you're telling the truth, like I think we do. We make it a little bit more cute than we probably would in real life. But I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I always have been, even with my planner. So I used to buy like 2 planners a year just in case I messed up. And then I would have to rewrite everything. I'm serious. It's like a problem. My mom said, I feel like sometimes I was worried about you growing up because I'd have to like redo it. Because I needed to write with pen, and crossing out was like not okay. Like, no way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Because we were talking about the Myers-Briggs and the Moxie Life group, and I think you said you were
ENFJ, which that doesn't really apply, does it? I don't know.
The J in help me out here. I thought the J was very like tend to be more like structured and perfectionistic and like has a plan and they're gonna usually stick to that plan. And the P tends to be like, if I mess up, maybe I'll wind it.
That's you. Aren't you ENFP?
Yeah.
So we're like similar except for that. You're like,
because we were talking about the time things when we were looking at the passion planner.
Oh yes.
You're like, oh, the times don't bother me. And I was like, they bother me. I feel so constricted and like confining.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. So funny. Okay. Hannah. Okay. Have you always been a planner and goal setter?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of said that earlier. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Back when I was like 5 or 6, I had this notebook and I just found it. I wish I could show it to you. And I wrote, I will never hit my brother, or I will clean his room every day for the rest of the year. I will never have my clothes on the floor, or I will do the dishes every day for my mom for the rest of the year. I had like 30 of these, and I think I was in first grade or kindergarten when I was writing them. And so yes, I've always been a goal setter, but not a good goal setter.
Not a good goal setter. That's so funny. Someone had asked, do you keep your planners now that they're decorative?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
How do you store? Like, do you put them back in the boxes, or do you have like a place where you keep them and you look back on them?
I don't. Well, I've only been on Instagram for a year, so
really,
yeah. So when I say yeah, it's like one. My problem is because I'm a perfectionist. I would switch my planners all the time. I would want to like try something new. It wasn't fully filled out, and so that really bugged me. So I would throw them away. Like I couldn't stand to look at them unless they were perfectly filled out the whole way through, which never happened. So I never kept them. So I do have the one from last year because it's finally I did it. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a couple just so I can like compare things. But no, I mean I will now, but I didn't before. No.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know you threw them away. I had no idea.
Yeah. I shouldn't have. I regret it now, but yeah, I did. Especially because I have such like the old Erin Condren. It was, yeah. It was a funny design.
My question is, what advice would you give someone who's interested in starting a sticker shop?
Research before you do. Make sure that it's a lot of time. It's a lot more time than you think, cutting stickers, and reach out to sticker shops that are willing to share their information. I had a couple that, like Kat, she helped me so much get started, and she needs to start hers again because it was amazing.
Can we see, Kat, you hear this? I'm always in Kat's DM, like, when you starting your sticker shop again? She's talking about her stickers, and I never got a chance to experience the amazingness of Kat stickers. So Hannah just said you need to start your sticker shop, and I think you need to listen to her.
So she helped me out with like shipping and all that. And then I had other people help me out with the paper that I should use and how to set up my printer settings. And I mean, there are people out there who are totally closed off and don't want to share. And that's fine. I totally understand. It's your business. But there are other people who are super willing to share. And most of them have it on YouTube. So you can YouTube stuff. I would make sure you have, I mean, you don't need everything when you first get started. I certainly didn't. But like, if you don't have the stuff you need, it's a pain in the neck, and it will be a lot of like stress. So,
okay.
Which is how I did it. Little by little, things were changing. I'm still trying to figure out what packaging I want. So like every release, people are getting different packaging.
I love
figure it out.
Like, have an amazing day. Like, just the small touches and the little things like that.
I do try to do that. I feel like it connects me with them. They feel like I care. And I do. I care about, when they order from me, it means a lot to me.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Kat says she's starting her sticker shop again.
Woohoo. Then you can get your laptop, Kat.
Yes. Hey, hey, how's it going? Okay. My last question for you tonight as we wrap up is, do you believe in planner peace?
I know most people say no. Yes, I do. I think some people can totally be happy with a planner and just be in there, and it's like perfect for them. Mm-hmm. I do not believe in it for me. I don't think I'll ever be like, oh, everything's perfect. I'll always want to try something new.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sidebar. So you like changing things up. So how can someone use their current planner and change things up within their planner?
So like the design stuff?
The design stuff, maybe the way you're using it. Like, how have you kind of like, for instance, like your vertical layout, like one way, like maybe it's not working one week. How do you maybe like, and you're wanting to try something new, how would someone go about that in a way? Because I think you do a good job of that.
Oh, well, thanks. Buy this ruler. Just kidding. I would say do stickers one week. The next week do pen and, like just change up the tools that you're using. Have different, I think pen and ruler and highlighters is so versatile and you can do so much with it. Mm-hmm. Look for inspiration on Instagram, save their posts and copy them and try new things, make it your own. Sticker kits can actually be restricting. They can make everyone and I hate to say that because I sell them, but they can make everyone's stuff kind of look the same and you feel like you have to put this there and put the stickers here, Mm-hmm. So give yourself freedom to use them in unconventional ways. You can buy a sticker kit, and I like when I buy sticker kits, I often just buy the washi because I don't want to have it all filled. I like to do my own thing as well. Mm-hmm. Other people really like to use boxes, and they like to write on the boxes. So if they mess up, they can still like move them around. But just try new things.
I love that. I love that. And you had said something. I lost it. It'll probably come back to me. But Tammy had said something that I think we had also been having conversations of. It's like, I had a lot more planner piece before the planner community showed me 100 great options.
I totally am with you on this because I used Erin Condren, the vertical layout, not the hourly. I didn't even know. I had no interest in the hourly. I knew that they had it until the planner community, and now I'm like, oh, the hourly is like the best. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I was totally happy in that for 10 years, and now I'm like, every 3 months I need to try something else. So.
Yes. And planning it simple says, I think that planner piece is fleeting. You may have it for a time, but then things change, life change, and your idea piece may change. Your idea piece may change. I love that. Play McKinsey says, I'm going to say the same thing, Tammy. I feel like planner community is always finding amazing new companies, and it's so hard not to want to try them all.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh. Tammy said, I have to remind myself I can't get a new car every time I see a new one. But a couple planners a year isn't going to kill her.
Oh, I thought you were going to use it like, I know. Get a new car every year, so I better.
I was like,
she's like giving us. She's the budget person. She's saying it's okay.
So. Listen, Tammy says it's okay, and she's the budget. Listen, I agree. Hannah, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Y'all, go ahead and comment, letting us know your biggest takeaways from the night, so we can definitely check those out. But thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It was so fun.
Yes, this is so much fun. Let your husband, tell him I said thank you for, taking the kids out and letting you do this. Just tell him thank you for me.
I will. They went to the park.
So they went to the park.
Yeah. It was good. It was good for them too. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.